Okay, good morning. This is the distillation and electrolysis lab. There are some changes. First and foremost, you are working in groups of 3. Okay, if there's an odd number, then you can work in a group of 2. I cannot have groups of 4 because there's not enough stuff to do to warrant a group of 4. So groups of 3, unless there's an odd number and somebody can be a group of 2. You'll see 2 tables have 2 hot plates on them. That means those are the tables that have the groups, 2 groups, okay? If there's only 1 hot plate, then it's a group of 3. You're going to, not right away, later on, you're going to read the background information and you're going to answer the questions on this first page. I need you to get right into the lab because Mrs. Starker needs the setups 4th period. So please listen. When you are done with your setup, okay, when you're done with your setup, you're going to throw out your tin foil. You're going to rinse off all your stuff, put it back in your basket, including the beaker tongs. And you're going to very carefully walk over your basket going through my office to Mrs. Starker's room. I don't want you to go into her room. I want you to just put them on her desk because there's another class in there, 3rd period. So you're going to just put the baskets on her desk in the back office. All right? So please make sure you do that. A couple of things that I want to tell you before I get right into explaining the lab is right here. To test for the presence of hydrogen, we do what's called a burning wood splint test. So if you have a wooden stick, it's called a splint, and it's lit, and you put it near hydrogen gas, it goes whoop, okay, and it makes a little noise. Oxygen gas near a burning wood splint that has recently been extinguished will relight. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you after I get back from my trip, okay? The presence of ammonia or chlorine is usually noticed by a sharp odor. Please do not sniff, all right? If you're smelling anything in this lab, make sure you're wafting. We are not testing with litmus paper, but ammonia can be tested with red litmus paper, and it'll turn blue because ammonia is a base. And chlorine gas can be tested with blue litmus paper because that will turn red because it's got acidic properties. You can also use starch iodine paper, which I don't have, but that will turn dark blue or black. So what you're actually going to be testing, water vapor will extinguish a flame, much like carbon dioxide, right? So when you take your lit splint and you put it into the vapors, you have to do this immediately because the vapors will disappear. It will extinguish the flame on your wooden splint. So your wooden splint should be lit, and then you remove the tin foil and put it in. I'll talk about that in the individual video. And then you're going to use cobalt chloride paper, and that should also turn paper blue to pink, which also indicates the presence of water vapor. A couple of things. The cobalt chloride paper is on my desk in the front of the room in a little plastic white cup. I showed Sebastian and Kelly where it is. Everybody needs to get 1 piece of that paper before they start the experiment. Put it so it's in a dry place. You're going to use that with tweezers, okay? When you're done with the burning splints and you're cleaning up, you're going to throw the cobalt paper in the garbage. You're going to run your wooden splint under water to make sure it's out. You're going to put that in the garbage and your tin foil in the garbage. Everything else you're going to put back in the basket, including the matches and everything else. Make sure it's rinsed off. Okay, so that is what I have. The last thing, and I do say this in the video, you want to make sure that you weigh your very small beaker before you put it into the bigger beaker. And you'll see that in the video, but make sure you weigh it. So what you're going to do now, you're going to get into your groups. Somebody's going to have open the laptop to the distillation and electrolysis lab. We're only performing the first part of this lab. You will see my video of the second part of this lab. It was extremely difficult. I did it 3 times, and it didn't work. So we're having you watch the video, and then I will show you. You can still complete the lab, but I will demonstrate the hydrogen test when I get back next week. All right, I believe that's it.